Welcome back to the GSTL. Things getting heated up here as OGS has lost the STC, but as a result, they will be sending out Vine to see if he can clean things up.
With Protoss versus Zerg coming up on Antigua Shipyard. And before we start into the game, we want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Shay, who is currently watching the GSTL. Apparently, he couldn't sleep. He's currently in Texas.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we miss you, Mr. Che. Just want to give you a shout out. Thank you for being Mr. Che. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm just rhyming all day. Here we go. Our map is loaded.
Please start the game, please.
We're gonna jump into the game now.
To the bottom of Antigua Shipyard, starting for MVP once again in the red. This guy is definitely
MVP Monster!
He took down the STC and now he is facing a Protoss player. We have for oGs-TL, one of the Protoss players starting on Antigua at the top position in the blue color, trying to snipe Monster, and it is
oGs-TL Venus!
Yep, often pronounced Venus, and I always wondered this, if he intended to be pronounced that way. I wonder, because I've heard Koreans say Vines as well, but I've heard a lot of Koreans say Venus. I don't know. Because if it were Venus, of course, he would spell it V-E-N-U-S.
That's another word. I have to admit that I don't know if it exists in English. Maybe you can help me out. Finesse?
Finesse, like F-I-N-E-S-S-E, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it exists in English as well, yeah, I thought so.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a player with the ID Finesse as well.
There might be. Well, the thing is, we should ask him at some point.
Yeah, I would like to know. I would like to know, man. I'd like to get clarification. I might just do that in our next 5-minute break.
Well, probably you should get a little bit of water.
Maybe so.
Wolf was just like, wondering if we have enough time to get me some, and then the second suddenly the music started, he's like, well, I guess not.
I guess not, man. I couldn't get any water. I was chatting it up with one of our producers. You guys know him as Snowbird on TL. He makes some announcements sometimes. Nexus going down at 17 here for our Protoss player. Pool finishing up. And the, of course, hatchery had to be made at the third base location because there was a probe to block. Smart move to go for that hatchery at the third, and I believe, yeah, Venus has not spotted that yet, so now I'm calling that. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he has no idea right now. We have the first cannon building for him. He actually builds the cannon before he starts with one of his gates. Overlord getting into position, Zerglings are out, chasing off the probe. So basically business as usual, except for that third base that has been spotted, by the way. Well, yeah. It's technically not the third, but at the third base position.
And because he's taken no gases, he's likely just going to make his third base at his natural. And at this point, Next is getting close to being completed. I'm kind of surprised he went for the cannon. I mean, he saw it was pool first, but even so, even with 6 lings with the positioning of his buildings, it could have stopped them. So I was a little bit surprised by that, because that now throws off his Cybernetics core timing. He can't get that warp gate research out as quickly as he would have liked.
Yeah, will delay the attack quite a bit.
Ooh, 2 probes hiding at the top right. That means no matter what, he's definitely planning on putting on some kind of warp gate pressure.
Yeah, very, very interesting to see him to be that aggressive with his probes. We have the third base now at roughly 420 for our MVP player. For Monster, he's going for 3 hatches right away. And for Monster, it will be very, very important to scout exactly what's going on for Vine, so that he has a decent idea about when he has to start producing units.
Okay, so now this probe has been spotted. The question is, will Monster follow up and check for pylons?
Whoa, that is.
Oh, is this going to be... This could potentially be... This is a very fast pylon. Yeah, I think it's going to be double proxy Stargate, just like we saw Genius do at the GSL finals.
Yeah, exactly. So that could be the case, especially since... Well, we have a very, very early...
oh my god, will you see it?
1 Stargate, and is there going to be another one?
He does scout, by the way, at the natural that the hatchery is being made. Very good.
There is Overlord in position. Will the Overlord scout it? Yes, he knows it.
Oh my
The
god.
Overlord spots the Stargate. It could not get any
He's
worse.
gonna make a second one right in
Yeah, he
plain
is.
sight.
Oh my god, this is horrible for Mines.
He's actually not making the second Stargate, so he may decide not to. I think he's missed the timing window if he's gonna do
But why
two.
not start the +1 attack upgrade then?
Yeah, he's actually doing nothing here. This is so weird.
Oh, yep. There they are. Here are the Lings. Placing down another pylon just in case. Very, very smart decision. So even though he's scouted, he will at least be able to chrono boost the Void Ray. But the Queens are already being built.
Yep.
He's building additional Queens. I'm a bit surprised that he does not spread the creep to his third base.
Yeah, but 2 Queens will be enough for the first Void Ray for sure.
There's the +1 attack upgrade, by the way.
Yeah, there it is. A little bit later.
Yeah, I'm really, really surprised to see it that late.
1 pylon does fall. Of course, the second pylon that you mentioned earlier, though, it's gonna be totally fine. It will clean these Zerglings up with the Void Ray. Gonna get the Overlord as well, but like you said, the Queens are already there. The Evolution Chamber is on the way.
He has
1
4
Stalker.
Queens now, he has everything to take down the Stalker, and for some reason Mines does not pay any attention to his units. The
Yeah, he
Stalker
is.
took way too many hits.
He is way botching this one right now. I'm a little disappointed in Vines, man. It looks like he wants to follow this up with 4 Gateway Zealot pressure, perhaps, but it's the +1 is so late, and so are the Gateways. His Warp Gate research is done, but he's only going to have the ability to use it now on 1 Warp Gate.
Everything is just thrown off right now, and I would have loved to see Vine's face when he realized that his opponent spotted his proxy Stargate. He was close to it. Oh man, really?
And now he's actually going to lose said Stargate to Zerglings, which are being very cautious before they engage here. And he's going to go for it now.
And that puts him in a horrible position. He has one Void Ray, which is basically like nothing. At the same time, we already have MVP Monster with 3 bases. He has the advantage when it comes down to the Harvesters with 62 against 49. The Spire transition.
So smart. He knows there's not going to be any Phoenixes out. His opponent's not going to make a second Stargate in his main base or anything like that. In fact, he's going for Robotics Tech right now.
But whatever he does now, it will be too late. It will be very, very late. It will give Monster the time in order to prepare for it. So, I don't know. What do you think he could actually do in order to win this game right now? He has to get some kind of sneaky attack, some kind of surprise.
He's got basically 2 choices. He can very heavily turtle and try to get a 3rd base, or do a big push, big timing attack off of 2 bases with Colossi, which he is doing, I think. He's got his robotic support bay up. But well, see, now he's going to try. See, this is the worst possible thing where you try to get Colossi and the Nexus and push out with your gateway units. That is like, that's like taking, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an analogy, but it's it's like what's about to happen in about 5 minutes time in this game. Some form of attack is just going to be too much. He's spreading himself too thin. Look at all the Zerglings that are going to very easily force a cancel on that 3rd base.
MVP Monster has now complete control over the map and of the game. He is ahead with 40 supply. He's going for 11 Mutalisk. He's trying to bait some force field.
Oh, there goes that Immortal.
Oh my god, this is horrible. Losing the Immortal now as well already. Oh, if he gets the sentries! Oh my god.
Good force fields, but...
And Wolf, we have 13 Mutalisks.
Yeah.
The Mutalisk. Do we have any Stalkers at all? Not a single one.
Just 3 sentries, that's it.
Oh god.
Sentries, by the way, all low on energy after those last few engagements. Twilight Council is just now being started. He does keep the Nexus alive, but that Void Ray, can't say the same about him.
There's not enough anti-air. Even if he warps in additional Stalkers, he just can't defend against it. And here we go.
Look at this, the probes all stacked up as well.
He's picking off the sentries, every single one of them. He loses so much gas already, and the Stalkers against the Lings, they don't stand a chance. MVP Monster on 150 against 75 supply. GG! The scouting of Monster ended this game really, really early. His Overlord was positioned to spot the Stargate. Very, very well done by Monster. And this once again just shows how important good scouting is in StarCraft 2. If there's going to be a Stargate opening, a proxy Stargate, it's going to be to the top right. That's what we usually see. And, well, that's exactly where Monster scouted.
Yeah, absolutely. Very patient with his Overlord scouting. And You know, just I noticed his early scouting was pretty thorough as well. He was going to find it no matter what. So patient, so thorough.
I like the idea with the double probe nonetheless. That was really, really smart, going for 2 probes in order to just hide one while the other one was taken down. And we have now Entombed Valley, and this kind of lets me suspect that we are going to see another Protoss player.
Yeah, I think so. The question is, will they pull out Inca really against the Zerg? I don't think so.
I want to see Hero.
Yeah, I think we'll see Hero. That was basically what I was alluding to. I think we'll see him. Like, if we see Inca, I'll be like, well, okay, but it's not quite what I expected. I'm like, expect Dark Templar now. I expect also a loss, but yeah, Hero would be the better choice.
That was mean.
That's not mean. That's just statistically what most people would expect. If you did a poll, I would say most people would expect Monster to beat Inca if Inca came out. You can tweet at me at ProxyWolf. You can tweet at Caldor as well. Tell us what you think. Do you think that was mean? I'm like, how's my driving? There's like a phone number on the back of my car. Like, I don't know.
I don't want to drive in Seoul. That's the one.
No, man.
Seoul and Italy, the 2 places on Earth where I don't want to drive a car. And
I've never been to Italy before, but I'll take your word for that.
I never had to drive in Italy. I've been there, but I've heard stories of people driving, and I saw the driving, and it was like, uh-oh.
Well, who is it going to be?
Yep.
Oh, Top looked like he was about to get up. Oh, I saw Hero adjust in the back. Who is it? Oh, it's Inca. Like, well, guys, tweet us your predictions. Really? Okay. There's a small clap in the crowd. Someone going, well, yeah, I knew it was the Inca. No, you didn't. Nobody knew it would be Inca. It's so crazy. No one expected that.
We already have a tweet, by the way. Buzzlist just tweeted us at ProxyWolf and at Caldor. I thought it was mean, and I think Inca would win.
Well, we'll see about that, Basil Isk. We shall see. Inca, obviously a top-notch player, and recently has been doing better at PvZ than he used to. His average wins in Team League 0.5. Normally doing well when he goes last. Of course, that was what happened when he played against... who was it he beat? I guess it was Finale himself. No, that wasn't who it was. I can't recall who he beat in the final PvP the other day, but it was an epic match. And the map, of course, is Entombed Valley, as we mentioned. Inca known as the king of PvP, so this choice here may mean that he doesn't want... He's kind of hoping that the next player he plays against won't be a Protoss. He's trying to edge things out a little bit. Maybe a zoning tactic by OGS. Either way, I would have much rather seen Hero, just like you said, in this scenario. I think he would have been the better choice.
By the way, he beat Puzzle in the last game.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Those Slayers. I was like, totally having blank on who that team was.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I just looked it up, and he played the last game against, well, he defeated Puzzle. So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting match. We have him with a win ratio against Zerg, and this is what kind of surprised me. You mentioned him that he's a beast against Protoss, but he has 35% against Zerg.
I mean, we saw how well he did against ST.
It's his worst matchup by far. So this is going to be more than only interesting. I think Hero would have been the better choice, but let's see. Maybe Inca is going to surprise us all. Inca against Monster, the next game on Entombed Valley.